Hello everybody, welcome to HBM. My last episode, well, okay, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, we made HUV, didn't we? Today, we're gonna go ahead and mine this asbestos. And I probably should have shredded this, because I don't think Fortune actually works on this. It is giving us some, but I think I would have been better off shredding that. So today, we need to make asbestos concrete for the next thing we're gonna make, which is gonna be the RBMK. So, asbestos concrete. We're gonna go ahead and make that today. Check it out. Gravel, sand, asbestos. So, pretty simple, which is all stuff we got in there. So this will make the asbestos concrete, as you can see. We'll make it 16 at a time. And we just need we don't need as much as I'm gonna make of it, but I'm gonna make a bit of it. Yeah, it's got more blast resistant than this stuff. Like, slightly more. It is 90 versus 84. Alright, so we're gonna need to make a template for that as well. We're gonna make the RBMK column template, which is this structural column, and this we're going to need a bunch of these. So let's take a look at what it needs. Asbestos concrete, 4 steel plates. So if we divide this down into 4, right? So let's make 4 groups of this. That will be 16. And each of those needs 4. So we're gonna need an equal part of everything. So as much as we want to make these, we need to have an equal amount of them, okay? So we're going to need to make all of these into plates. We're going to need to make an equal part of these to plates. So that will be 64 and 32. And then we'll need 64 and 32 industrial grade copper. And then we'll need 64 and 32 of the next thing. Which, I mean, it's pretty simple, isn't it? I thought this would be more math, but nah. Easy peasy. And it's going to look cool, too. And with these insulators, we got everything we need. So, I mean, that's a little extra too. I need to make sure that's all evened out for no reason. There's no reason to do this. It looks like we're at 56 on those ones. And 32. Okay. It's using those ones first. Interesting. I didn't know that it works that way. These guys are still at 32. Oh my gosh. Alright. We can watch the progress as it makes stuff. So our project with this RBMK, the goal with this RBMK is to build the largest RBMK we possibly can. Because we can do that. So with these 24 structural columns, that gives us a lot of stuff to work with and a lot of fuel rods in theory. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with that. Let's go ahead and check that out then. We're going to go ahead and make a new world. So, we need to make a create new world. We need to make it creative, more world options. We need to make this super flat. Yep. That should be everything. Oh, wait, I forgot that structures just spawn all over these worlds by default, so that might be yeah, that might be a problem, but let's go ahead and make ourselves an RBMK here. So we have 24 rods to work with, so we have to make sure that we account for that with everything. And we can only use rods that we would have access to normally. So, okay, so we can only work with 24 of these, and we have, let's go ahead and just make, let's say that our reactor is going to be 6 times 4, so we'll have 4 rows of 6, basically, and we're going to go like that, boom. Between these 2 rods, we'll need to have a control rod, like this, and then we'll need to have another, do we need a cooling? We don't need a cooling rod. We just need one for each of these. We also need to keep these guys in a row. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. We're looking at something like this, right? Check it out. Pretty nice, isn't it? This is gonna be our core section, and each of these is gonna run a uranium rod. And not too sure how to connect all these. That's the problem with this. Whereas if I go with something like this, right? If I take 4 of these guys and just place them down like so, these will all of these will interact, and that's way easier to deal with. So we probably want to go like something like that, and then just have one of these guys be the centerpiece of the whole thing. Now, since we only have 24 of these, it's going to create us a big problem. So we're gonna have to, I think we'll probably run 5 fuel rods if we do run a bunch of these, but we need control rods there. That makes things a little bit difficult. And this will be... We're going to get rid of those ones for now. This looks like it's gonna be 5 of these for now. So far, this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units of these. And then if we place down one there, and one there, and one there, that'll be 9 plus 4, that's 13. And then we can start building outwards from those guys into the other guys. And these guys, so at the center we'll have our actual, you know, main thing. But for these guys, we're just gonna have regular ones. But we also need to add in steam channels, so we'll add one there, and one there. And probably also do the same thing on this side. We'll do the exact same thing. That's 4 plus 13 is 17. Will we have enough to do just a little bit more? It's 21. And if we just add one more for the fuel rods, we can add 2 more fuel rods in then. That should be 23. And that's as far as we can go. 23. And I'm not putting any paneling on the top of these for now, but basically all you need to know is that with this design, we will just put concrete in the center. Also, I'm not a big fan of having this here. Like, I honestly wish I could put this closer in. That'd probably be a good idea. But yeah, you can just fill up the core of this with concrete. It won't do anything, so that's good. Really good. Although, the core is not actually cooled. I don't think I like that design. I'm gonna just go back to the drawing board here. So really what's going on is that we could technically just not do it symmetrical. Have this guy be the control piece, you know what I mean? And then have all of the rest of stuff run whenever that guy runs. So that would be the smart idea. I'm at 19 pieces right now. So I'm at 19 pieces. I can add in nothing else. I'm not going to add in anything else. It would make 0 sense to add in anything else except for those. That'd be 19, 20, 21. Wait, that'd be 21, that'd be 21. Yep, it's 21. We could also use a neutron reflector to make this one even better. And that would be 23. So that would be the design I think I could go for. Looks really interesting. It is not very symmetrical, but hey, it's just what that's gonna work. Probably. So I saved a screenshot of that, and we will take a look at that in a second so I can make the stuff for it. Okay, we need 6 pieces of iron. Or six of the not 6 pieces of iron. 6 of those thingies. The rods, the fuel rods. So, to make 6 of these, we need to make a bunch of these. And that's gonna be 4 times 2 of these. So, that's already half of what we need. Or is it? That is not what we need. We need 6 times 2 of these, so we need 12 of those. And we've already made 4. So, I'm gonna make 16 more. Oh, I can make 32 more. That will actually work. Yeah. 32 plates of steel is what we're gonna need for that. Technically, it'd be, if you start off, it'd be 72. So, or actually, no, it'd be 48. 48 pieces of steel to make that. Okay. So that's 32. And I gotta make it into tubes on this thing. So we're gonna do that right here. Make the tubes. Perfect. Graphite moderators are gonna be a little bit difficult. Or are they? Because we are able to make so much coke, I don't think they are gonna be pretty difficult. But they are gonna be a little bit annoying. Like a slight annoyance. So we gotta get started making cobalt, or not cobalt, coke into that. And each one of these, we're gonna need, I don't know how many of these we're gonna need, but we need a few. Let me go ahead and take a look at the picture. Because the picture knows everything. Come on, load it up. Okay, it needs 6 of them. It needs 6 of everything, doesn't it? Weird. While we're working on that, we're gonna get a boron neutron absorber. Because that is something we're gonna need. Put that in there. Boom. While that's happening. And we have enough to make 1 of the blocks, which is nice, but we have enough to make some neutron absorbers here. We got the stuff for the 2 neutron absorbers we're gonna need. The reason we're gonna need neutron absorbers is because these will go to the control thingy. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't remember what it's called. Control rod. That's it. The thing that doesn't... The thing that makes it not explode. Another thing we're going to need for the control rods is motors, and I've already got started working on them. I got the 2 ring coils, I got the other coil, and then, yeah, we're able to make these, like, right now. So, we'll make those motors really quickly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the motors, which are way deep in here now. So that is what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 sets of motors, because they cost 2 for each one, which is a lot, but, I mean, it could be worse. Our blocks of graphite are basically done, except we don't have enough to make 6. We only have enough to make 3, which is half of what we need. Holy, that's gonna be a lot of graphite then, it seems like. What's it need for the control rod again? Doesn't need anything else for the control rod. Yes, it does. It needs 2 graphite ingots for each one. Okay, that is not a problem at all. I think we can do that right now. Perfect. Control rods are done. The last thing we're gonna need is gonna be these, the RBMK steam channels, and oh my gosh, they have changed in a good way. That is fantastic. It just costs these now. The problem is, I am kind of running low on copper, so we are going to need to process some copper up, which I think we have like a stack of these crystals here. Let's go ahead and get those guys cooking. What the heck are you doing? Coal? You've been doing coal for 6 years now. I mean, it's a good thing, because we're running out of coal for making into coal coke. So I kind of do need that coal cooked up, but, we gotta get the copper first. Got more copper here. There, you get that stuff out of the way. This guy goes next. We are about to break the stamp for making these, and, that's gonna be interesting. Put this thing in there. Boom. Fixed it. We're not about to break the stamp for that. Which we have enough for the last 2 of these. It is fantastic. And plus, if you blow up your reactor with all of this, it's not the end of the world, because what you get out of it is the RBMK chunk, which is amazing. This thing, absolutely fantastic, because it can make this thing, and then you just become immune to everything. So, we might just go ahead and make a high-enriched plutonium fuel rod at some point. Just a single fuel rod, and just place it out in the middle of nowhere so we can get that at some point. So these cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Each of them costs 3. 1, 2. And then let's see how many I need, because that's one of them. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. That is ridiculous. Okay, so that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. That is 2. I need 5 more. Goodbye, copper. You will be missed. Oh my gosh, but the change is nice because there's a lot less work than what it was before. I feel like it's just a lot more copper than it was before. So, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's 10 to 30 now. That is 5. We just need 2 more. 1, 2. You all know that moment when you think you have everything you need for it, and then you just don't. Yes, we just had that moment right there. Hey, where's my copper? Come on, keep the copper coming. I need more copper. Give me the copper. I need more. Fantastic. Okay, that is gonna be perfect once it's done. And also, we need to proc this through the system. Get some more copper. Perfect. Okay, I got all the big shells I need. I just need to make... This is going to make 5, which we need 6 of the other things. I needed to get this into a number that divides down into the stuff. So we'll need 5 plus 6. We'll need 15 plus another set of 6. So once this hits 6, I'll take it out of there. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're about to have 5 and 6. Come on, give me all that. Perfect. 21. That is going to do the trick. And then the rest of these will all just go into the thing. So that is going to be 36 divided by that makes 12. 42. And that's every single piece of copper you need for this thing. I mean, making giant ones of these must be absolutely pain. But this all divides down into 7. And is exactly the number I need. And then I have 3 left over. Excellent. And now it's time to go lay this thing out in a chunk mortar. And I don't remember the keys for this, but I'm pretty sure that's the keys. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to set this thing up. Because we got some space to work with here, and also want to make this thing look pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just set it up in the ground for now. So I think we're going to try to compact this design down a lot. And I think it's possible to do it using all the same components. We'll just have to work a little bit at this to get it into the shape we want it to be in. But I'm thinking we're going to go out in both directions instead of doing that weird shape. Wait, that weird shape gives us the advantage of having connections between all of these, doesn't it? Or, no, it doesn't. What does it do? I don't know why I did that. We'll just go like this. We will just go like this. And then we'll just build out from each side. So these moderation columns, what they do is they slow down everything. The problem is that this edge is the back wall for everything. So I should start building it from one end to the other if we're going to do it that way. You're probably wondering, if I'm not going to build the exact same thing, why do we go through all the trouble of designing that? And honestly, I don't even know. The main thing is I just need to get an idea of what I need for this. And what I'm trying to achieve with it. Because I had no clue. Other than the fact that, I mean, we had 24 materials, and also we did not know what we should use those on, so helps to try a bit of a plan and then just wing it when you get to the actual building step. I don't care about making it exactly the same. I just care about using all the stuff I made for it. Probably. And also we'll have an extra fuel rod, I think. Because if I'm doing this even, it's going to end up being 6 fuel rods, which is weird compared to what we had before. And now we're going to have to deal with some fellas coming and interrupting our RBMK fun. Hold on right there. Just stop. We do not need this right now. We need to just build. He can't actually walk on these because these are technically... Oh, he can walk on them. Interesting. I was thinking he was going to be stupid and not be able to walk on them. Well, the more you know, I guess. Oh, we will use all of these, actually. We will use all of these. There's no way we don't use all of them. In the middle, I could have another one that goes right there. With, no exact reason for that. Well, I can actually... To make use of all of the fuel rods, right? I have these 2 extra moderators. I can just use these fuel rods to channel into those ones. Or into the middle one. On that side. And then I can separate everything with a layer of concrete there. And if I want to expand this, I'll just do the same thing on the other side. That seems like a pretty decent idea. So we'll then put in our steam channels. And since it's so compact, the good thing is that putting in the steam channels is really easy. Also, this guy's going to get bombarded with with stuff from this guy in the center, which could cause some issues. So we need to keep that in mind while we're designing this. And have a steam channel that does not connect the two. So when we add the concrete barrier, it basically just acts as a barrier and doesn't have any stupid nonsense going on between those two. So we'll have a few of these in the middle, like so. And then we'll have a few of these on the edge, like this. And we'll have one in the middle on the edge, which means we're not going to be able to mirror it, but that will still function. So that is my RBMK design. I think I like this design best of the ones we've looked at so far. Pretty good. I mean, it's a big design compared to what I usually make. Usually we just make one steam channel and one fuel rod. And there is one advantage to this setup that I haven't mentioned yet, and it's that I can technically just hook this up and have a piece in the center on this edge for processing stuff through the RBMK irradiation channel, which is something you need to do for for a few recipes. You need to be able to do that. So I think we'll set that up as well. And we're going to just fill in this entire area with concrete. Next episode, we'll take care of that and getting this guy up and running.